something very disturbing. Semaphore reported it last night, about what's going on in these negotiations with China. You are, I would say, one of the biggest China hawks in Congress. You're almost a decoupled guy with us. Take down the CCP. They're saying that China hawks are taking a back seat in these negotiations, and since the CEO of NVIDIA said, "Hey, it's not a badge of honor to be called a China hawk. It's actually a badge of shame." Questions about Taiwan, questions about all types of things related to confronting the Chinese Communist Party are going to come up in these negotiations. What are your thoughts? You're one of the leaders of the China hawk wing of the Republican Party. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I sounded the alarm on Biden's cognitive decline. I've sounded the alarm on Mamdani being, quite frankly, a terrorist sympathizer. And I'm sounding the alarm, like others have, that China is an existential threat to the United States of America. They see us as their enemy, whereas we're a Starbucks society, and that we're always looking at tomorrow. The Chinese, they look at it in terms of dynasty. So they're planning out 100 years. And that is the stark difference, is they have commingled our economies. They've tried to make us overly dependent on them. We saw during COVID with the supply chain disruptions that we were overly dependent on China. If for no other reason, for diversification of one's portfolio, we need to be less dependent on the China supply chain, whether it's India, whether it's countries in South and Central America. There's plenty of opportunity and plenty of places we can go so that our portfolio or supply chain portfolio is diversified. That makes common sense. So whether it's a natural disaster, whether it's some sort of regional conflict, we can't be overly dependent on one country. And when we know that literally, so I'm on Homeland Security, I'm on the cyber subcommittee, we have these intrusions, we have these attacks from China into our critical infrastructure literally on a daily basis. Why are we in bed with these guys? They're trying to undo our economy. They're trying to subvert our government. Meanwhile, you have some of these corporations that are wholly dependent on the Chinese government.